Saturday. Everyone's a wee bit hungover today. I'm not too bad. I called it. Started drinking water. Glenn was on form last night. Holy shit, I should have videoed it, but I didn't. He brought all his friends to the party.
Nah, it's like this. He's like, and I was like, oh, g'day.
Clean that one up.
Just froze. I was like, what are you up to?
Everyone else has gone down to polish boats and we're just sitting here being lazy.
Ray of sunshine. Good, yes. Good for that, mate. Yep, you got one there.
Oh, swordfish.
Nice.
Nice, there you go. Swordfish.
Got another
Right there,
here.
another swordfish. Yep. The swordfish are quite small up in the North Island, not as big as our South Island ones.
Cool,
there you go, you can deal with that. Seeing as I'm not your dad. Ha ha. Jazz thought I was going to take it off the hook and everything, but Another one, Jazz. Nice. Oh, fish on! Fish on! Yeah, boy! Catch of the day!
You beauty, mate. Big sword, this one.
Yeah, talk us through the fight there, Mark.
Oh, mate, she just took it, gave us a wee tail walk, and then just buried straight down, eh? Just started just pulling string. Just pulled the float straight under, eh? It wouldn't break off, just went into it. Brought it right in. Got a wrap on it, got it leaded, and we're into it. It's gonna tag it, but... Oh, bugger.
Yeah, good day out, eh?
I think it's going to be Christopher soon.
Yeah, looks like it, mate. Swordfish! Coromandel swordfish right there. How was the fishing? Was it fast and furious?
Oh, it sort of all came on in one big lot, to be honest, mate. And this one here, this big doozy, was tail walking flat out, just stripping line off. It was awesome.
How you going to manage all those bears, mate? I'm sure you can do it.
Just giving these piper a wee bit of a clean up. Just whipped some the bulk of the scales off, and gave the old gut lining a bit of a scrub up the ear on the first one.
And then what are you trying to remove on that gut lining there?
Just that bit of black tarnish on the outside of it there. You can see it just on this one here. So we're just going to go through and just give it a bit of a rub through. Just like that, just clean it up a wee bit, just so when we're hoeing down on it in a wee bit, once it's cool cooked up, it's nice and clean. And so pretty much what we'll do is, this is my old man's old method, is we'll just poke a hole here in the tail section. We'll chuck the beak through that. And then the theory behind that is we'll just put a kink in the beak once it's gone through the tail and created a pretzel. The theory there is that when it's cooking under tension, so then the meat should be able to pull away from the spine and from all of the small pin bones there. Other methods are you can go and hit these with a rolling pin. That's what a lot of people like to do. I just like to do this old method because it's like I used to have when I was growing up.
Pretty brainy.
Well, it's just
I want to say German, French, Spanish, or English.
I kind of think that was a stitch up, but I haven't quite figured out how they managed to stitch poor Geordie up there, but it looked like a stitch up to me.
Geordie. If you put someone there, I'll do it with you. Das is nice.
Only 3 o'clock and they've started drinking games already, which is good because Mike Barner, he's got a presentation coming up soon, so we're just warming the floor up for him, prepping.
I'll do it with you.
I'm going to get a bit more prepped and then away we go. Watch the price of fish. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
I don't know off of it.
Bit of a change of scenery here. We've been on the lash up in the club and we're going to check out a bluefin or 2 bluefin sea. One bluefin tuna that's being weighed in here.
Cut that tail off.
Go mate, Josh.
Dylan.
Sweet.
Nice. I love your show, man. It's
Alright,
great.
cheers bro.
Good 70-80, eh?
Yeah, hopefully.
Jesus, look at the state of this boat. She's seen a few fish by the looks of it, eh? Lots of character. I'll get a shot of the hound for you.
Right, no pressure, let's try and back in there now.
Cool the boys that have got them.
Yep.
$89.8. You held it at roll, mate.
Oh, we had them jump on, one didn't come out enough, and this one jumped on and pulled hooks again, and then this one stuck, so we were stoked.
Awesome.
One after the other. So
All at once.
you're the skipper, you're the guy that
We were kind of ready for the whole lot to go over, and we're like, oh, we want the gear away from them.
About 20k south.
Sweet. Pretty happy with that. A new club record. Morning.
There you go.
Thanks,
Jersey.
It's very Hawaiian.
Who was responsible for this breakfast? Simon. Well done, mate.
Yep.
Well played.
Oh, not just me, I had a helper.
Oh. Whew, what a weekend. No, got to wait for Dutchie to get out of bed. Got a bit out of control last night actually, all the lads did. I quit while I was ahead, but I think those other fellas just kept giving her. Another day, another dollar. Back to the coalface. This is Wayne Piggot.
Hey, Josh.
He's just from over the hill there. There's a bit of a wee front coming in, but we're going to go out and give her a nudge anyway. It's pretty flat at the moment. It's just going to get rough as the day goes on, but thankfully on this part of the coast, don't have to go far to get the fish. We just have to wait for Gus. Gus is still at home in bed. I rang him. He's not in bed. Stayed at Gus's house last night. Check Gus's house out. This place is amazing.
We were just two moonshiners on the cusp of a breath, and I've been burning for you, baby, since the minute I left.
All right, good times are rolling. Wayne's getting in his wetsuit. I brought my dive gear, but I've been a bit of a wuss here.
We're on the money.
Snapper fishing. Man, I haven't caught a snapper in years.
Oh, true.
Years. Probably since I was I reckon it's been over 20 years since I caught a snapper actually. Oh no, I caught one up in Nelson with Jace a couple of years ago. Forgot about that. With Janice, you guys remember Janice? The Greenlandic fella? Wayne saves heaps of money on gear, on fins anyway, he only needs one fin. He's talking about getting one of those strap-on prop things. What do you call them?
Sea-doo.
A what?
A sea-doo.
Yeah.
Strap her on there, she'll be good.
Great white shark bit his leg off. Crocodile. Oh, crocodile.
Good luck.
Fish on. There you go. Slow day on the coal face today. Yep. Very slow. Wayne's over there. He's probably going to get more fish than we are. Should have got in the bloody water. It's cold.
Thank you. If you ever need to buy some offshore gear, I've had this set for 20 years and it's still going. It's epic. Seam seals work, you know, keep it washed and clean. It's good.
There we go, Musto offshore gear. That weather's hitting now, it's chopping up, it's starting to piss down. Wayne just hollered, I think he's ready to get back in the boat. He said he's seen a snapper over there, he's snooping around the weed, but I don't know if he's shot one yet. Pretty miserable day. Man, he's got one. Little snapper there. Thank Christ one of us got one. Oh, you got a crate too. Hey! Oh, it looks like it's legal.
That was the biggest snapper I saw. It's dead.
Oh, really? Shit. We're out of here.
All good.
So it's coming off that way.
What kind of knot do you use to tie the line onto the reel?
This will be a uni knot, man. I'll show you in a sec. We'll go around twice. Just want to get heaps of tension coming off the spool here, so it doesn't bite back into the spool when you hook a fish. Now we're just going to push the needle up a couple of meters.
It's pretty neat, this hollow core braid. It allows basically a seamless connection between the top shot and the main line, so that when it screams through the rod guides there's no friction, there's no knots, it just winds right on. And the advantage of having top shot is mono's got a bit more stretch to it, so it gives you a little, kind of a bungee or a suspension between you and the fish when you get it close to the boat, so it don't tear the hook out. When you're splicing mono into hollow core braid, it's a good idea to give yourself at least 3 feet of splice. If you put a foot in there, what can happen when you're dropping, the water can actually open the hollow core braid up and your bloody top shot will fall out the end of it. We learned that the hard way. Check out our Dutchy finishes. I haven't seen this method before, but it sounds pretty choice.
We just leave about that much underneath the bobbin, and then we just tighten her up. Just half hitch again, but just the other way. Sweet, and then just a locking knot.
Here we go. I'm going to use that one from now on. It's way better than wrapping blooming dental floss around then.
We're almost there.
Thanks, mate.
It's all good.
Nice one.
Yeah.
There you go, Dutchies and Tyro. Give them a ring if you want fishing advice or stuff. I'll see you in a week or so, or year or so. Well, that was nice of Wayne to shoot us a snapper and let us take it home. What a good bastard. What do you got in there, Gus?
What have we got in here? A BOAR rice and some chicken stock that's been brewing for 24 hours. Just keep ladling into there and we'll be good.
Just like Kristen makes, but good, because she doesn't use a BOAR rice.
Sorry, Kristen.
What?
Wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't you. I haven't tasted it yet. It might be yuck. You see, he looks like he knows what he's doing. He's using the BOAR rice and real chicken stock that he made from real chickens. What's that you're grating on there, mate?
Parmesan. Yeah, and that fish looks good.
Leo's never tried a fish eye. Today is his lucky day.
You don't have to, but...
Oh, look. Look at that little beauty.
Just pretend you've got it in his
Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? Do you want some? Well, you haven't tried it yet. Might be delicious. That doesn't look that delicious, does it? So good. Yum. Oh, I don't like fish eyes either, but they're good for me, so I eat them. Full of omega-3 fatty acids. Holy shit, I just saw the Black Panther. It's here in the Coromandel. It just ran across right in front of me, in between the trampoline. It's massive, look at the size of it. I'm here in the Coromandel, in the home of Bryony, Leo, Gus and Sarah, and this place is amazing. It's an Earthship. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Earthships. If you're not, you're about to become familiar with Earthships.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. So Gus, tell us about this marvellous house. Tell us about the Earthship.
Yeah, this Earthship, we saw a YouTube video actually about 10 years ago, and it was called The Garbage Warrior. It was a film about how to make houses out of recycled materials and rubbish. Yeah, pretty much.
Why is it called an Earthship?
There's an architect in the States called Mike Reynolds, and he's been building them for 40 years. And you can find all the plans online, and there was one in New Zealand, this guy called Brian Gubb, and yeah, Brian and Karen Gubb, they built the first Earthship in New Zealand in Ngarawahia. They built a 300 square metre house for $30,000 just down the road, and yeah, that definitely pricked our ears up, you know. This house is built out of tyres, bottles, and lots of recycled materials, lots of recycled doors, and this is all earth. The whole house is made of earth. Yeah, so this house was built like a machine, not really to look pretty or anything. Like these windows here are all at a 70-degree angle, and it accepts a solar gain of the sun a lot easier, and it heats up all our mud bricks on our walls and our concrete slab, and that thermal mass has nowhere else to go other than back into the rooms, because it's really it's buried into the back of the ground, it's buried into the hillside, and it just radiates the heat back into the rooms when it gets colder. Our whole back wall is made of car tyres, rammed earth car tyres. There's over 1,000 car tyres in our back wall.
It's a lot of car tyres.
Yeah, we've got quite a large array of solar panels, but we were lucky enough here to have mains power. We just wanted to feed back into the grid and balance our power bill. This house doesn't have any external heating. Yes, we've got a fireplace, but we only put it on for ambience. The house sits at about 20-21 degrees all winter long. We are in the Coromandel, you know, so it is. It's quite mild winters. It's still cold outside, but the way it's built is that solar energy and that thermal mass holds the heat. So this planter is actually here for a purpose. You can grow a lot of food in here. We found that there's lots of aphids and stuff, but we love our flowers. So we've planted this whole 20-meter corridor with flowers. So we've got lots of different hibiscus. We've got frangipani, tiare, we've got pineapples, passion fruit, just the whole tropical vibe. So these wine bottles, we cut the necks off all of them and then sellotape them together with $2 tape and made them all at 300 and then put them into our wall. But we've got about 7,000 bottles in our house. The tyres start down there and work all the way back. They act as a retaining wall and they work all the way around. We've got concrete out in the externals, but the rest of it is mud. It's pretty much made with colour steel flashings the whole length. So it's like washing a car when I wash it. But yeah, it's really easy and bloody good house. We love it,
I'll be a real tough cookie with a whiskey breath. I'll be a killer and a thriller and the cause of our death. In the blossom of the months, I was sure that I'd get driven off with thought. So I swallowed all of it as I realized there was no one who could kiss away my shit. I'll be your morning bright, good night shadow machine. I'll be your record player, baby, if you know what I mean. I'll be a real tough cookie with a whiskey breath. I'll be a killer and a thriller and the cause of our death. Paul, I know you said that you'd take me any way I came or went, but I push you from my brain. See how gentle, baby. I couldn't say I'd only bring you pain. I was your starry-eyed lover in the moment you saw. I was your hurricane rider in the moment you called. We were just two moonshiners on the cusp of a breath, and I've been burning for you, baby, since the minute I left.
Good morning, breakfast, hunting with the Clark boys. G'day lads. What's happened today, lads?
Just heading out for a quick pig hunt, hopefully. Quick, but
Between
could
milkings.
end up in a long day, but we'll see what happens.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Malachi.
Malachi. There we go, there's a strong biblical name, much like Joshua. Yep, we're off to fight the Battle of Jericho because that old batch of cinders going to put us back in lockdown again, so we better get in while the getting's good. Alright, I'll just say bye to all these Gus.
Beautiful.
Here you go, Malachi.
They look like from the store.
Come on, I can't eat all the pies.
Pretty good at it these days.
I'll eat one pie.
Might have to get a contract with Prescott.
Yeah.
You want one now?
Have a good one,
You ordered that?
See you later. I've been lucky enough to be invited up onto the Clark boys Spot X and go look for a pig. You guys probably know who these guys are, but if you don't, I'll introduce them. We've got Sam, Noah, Harry and Malachi.
Come back.
Whole sniffer hounds on the trail. What do we got there, mate?
Pig rootings.
How big you reckon that pig is?
Not too big.
Big enough. Good eater, Weka would say. It's a good eater.
Yeah.
They're all good eaters.
I reckon you're stronger than you think.
80 pound, 100 pounder.
How many pigs you caught, Malachi?
None.
How many pigs have these guys made you carry out?
5.
Rough as guts, eh?
Bruce is going solo. He's out to 200 now. Hopefully get a bark soon.
The dogs are 300 metres and boosting.
Show the barking on the GPS there, see?
What direction are we talking?
Straight up that way.
Alright,
330.
Raccoon treed. Not a lot of squealing going on, so it might be holding its ground, grunting at the dogs. Drop.
See how he gets in here and he's going to grab the back legs. And he's going to stick it.
Stick it or?
Oh, it's a boar. Not a bad boar. Nice work, Malachi. Good work. Good luck. We should take Josh more often.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Hey.
There you go, a bit of manifestation there for you folks. We're going to go out, short walk, catch a pig. Sure enough.
Needle sharp tussle, eh?
Little dog rippers.
Good dog, good dog.
Real sharp little tusk. Nice and easy. Should be quite good eating still.
Yeah, it's nice and fat, eh?
Talk us through the hunt.
We're probably only about 100 metres up the track from where we parked the ute, and we've seen a little bit of fresh sign, and the dogs went out to about 300, and one dog came back, and then Bruce, the boy dog, he started bailing. Couldn't hear him, we could just see it on the GPS, so we started heading up there. It took us a little while to get there because it's a bit steep and up and down, but it's a nice bore down, so we're pretty wrapped. Malachi's first pig.
Yeah, it's always
Pretty good one.
always good when you're under a bit of pressure with a new person and a guest hunter to perform. So the dogs did their job. Stoked. Mean little hunt.
Yeah, that was good. I jammed a camera in Wayne's face yesterday and told him to go spear a snapper, and he did. And these boys produced the boar, so I just got to find a good skipper and put the camera in his face, and we'll have ourselves a bluefin tuna.
The trifecta.
So what do you guys do with the pigs that you catch, Sam?
If they're a nice eating size sow or a younger pig, we'll do roasts and chops out of it. But a one that's a bit stinky old boar, we'll just bone all the meat off it and put it into bags, and then we either make it into sausages, well, send it to the butcher to make it into sausages, or we give it to friends, family, whoever wants some meat to chuck in and get some sausages made, because otherwise we catch quite a few pigs, so don't want it going to waste. And everyone that's got kids is like me, we'll have some meat for sausages. So.
Awesome.
Up 200 now, up the hill.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It's a wiener.
I can carry it.
I reckon you could carry it. Maybe not for long, but you could definitely carry it.
I don't know if I've got the technique. I'm trying a new technique.
Kind of
Dog of the
really
day.
like
Yeah, so this is Bruce who caught the pig today, and this summer that just gone, just coming into it, he got a bad rip, and it doesn't look like much there, and it got all the tendon in his toes, and all these toes were like folded up like that, So we took him to the vets and it was a really long recovery, and it looked like for a while there he might be a tripod dog. But finally he's just starting to recover now and pretty much back up to full health. He still gets a little bit limpy after a big hunt, but we're really happy that he's come right, because we really love him. He was our best dog.
You can see it's affected his toes, eh? His toes are just flat and splayed now.
Yeah.
No power, and then he just whoomp. Slip up the hill a bit. Harry's got COVID.
That's
No.
It's paper, scissors, rock back here. Paper, scissors, rock. I always lose.
Oh, best out of three, go on.
Paper, scissors, rock. Paper, scissors, rock. Yes. I got it.
Oh, mate, famous last words, you see?
You got him in the head.
I thought it was always just best of one.
Nah, it's different in dog
Yeah, you
care.
smart cookie. He said, I always lose.
I always do always lose.
And then Harry's, yeah, I'll just do whatever and it won't matter. And then Noah takes the bag.
I definitely got COVID.
Oh, mate.
Dry cough.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. Oh, it's
Oh.
spreading.
Oh, no. They both got COVID. We're going to have to put the Coromandel into lockdown. I'll get stuck up here. I'm going to live on my boat and just go fishing all day.
Get down there. I'll lift it up for you. I was just going to drain it a bit.
Did you take the bum out?
Yeah. Should have left it in.
Didn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Until we got that. Well, I'm not carrying first, so I don't care.
Smiling.
Oh, you aren't so sweet.
Oh, I love it when the blood drips down in your legs. Yuck. No, it's my turn to shoot.
The observation I've made when you're out hunting, if you go with a pig hunter, they always just go straight through the crap, all the messy bush, whereas you go with a deer stalker, they'll just pick their way nicely, find the open tracks, and it's always a lot easier going behind a deer stalker.
We're going to cross over the river here and head up another ridge where there's normally a pig hanging out.
We usually cross over there. This is probably a huge track.
Bloody wet boots. Old Lord Muck isn't happy. There you are, sir. You carry me on the way back across, eh?
What do you reckon it is, Josh?
It's pretty nice. I don't know what it is.
That's definitely wood, now that I think about it a bit more clearly.
Might be regretting that decision in a couple of days. Pretty thirsty. Pigs love to eat this stuff. It's Nikau palm. You eat the very heart. You can actually peel the tree back and eat the heart of the Nikau. This is a fairly common plant all over the world, actually, in all the tropical areas. Just palm heart. It's a good survival food. Not encouraged because it kills the tree when you do take the heart out of it, but in a survival situation it's a really good source of carbs, and you can just chew the base of the roots like the pig do, or take the heart out.
We've been chasing a pig we call Mr. Nikau.
Who is this Mr. Nikau fella, mate?
Mr. Nikau boar. We've been chasing a boar around here for a couple of years now. You go up into his area and there's just these giant Nikaus like that pushed over. He's got a footprint like that. So one day we'll catch up with Mr. Nikau, hopefully.
Today could be the day. Hopefully he doesn't catch up with us. It's the mighty kauri tree. I think they call them kauris up here. Kauri. These guys are going to go back and milk some more cows, actually. You milking yet?
Yeah.
Yep, pulling tits, living the dream in the Coromandel. Those bloody mongrels and run not ofted.
Once you...
Yeah, the windbreak had that one about
600 metres and not closing.
700 now.
700 metres. Way up in the clouds up there. Might have to put the tea and scones on hold.
Yeah,
Alright, they're back down to 660 and closing. They went out to 900 and they've turned around and come back. And what's the other dog's name? Jen and...
Bruce and Jazz.
Oh, Brucey and Jazz. Brucey's on the way back to intercept Jazz and the pig, or vice versa. But the point is they're coming back towards us, so we're just going to sit here and let the pigs come to us. And you can use that to light a fire with. You need flame. You can't just rub it and burst into flames or anything, but that's one of the very few sapling trees in New Zealand that we have. Just been having a nice little chat about COVID and lockdown. Auckland's just been put into level 3, was it? Yeah. And the rest of the country in level 2. Who's with me? Who will rise up and fight Babylon? Who? Tear it down. Oh, it's better not to say that. Grab your guns, folks. We're starting a civil war right here in New Zealand. Maybe. Watch the space.
Pull your AK out of the gun cabinet.
That's right. The Clark boys may be behind me. I think I've convinced them. We've got a 44 Magnum.
It is legal,
Actually, this would be a good place for the gang, for it to start a little gang, yeah, because if the deer can't get in here, none of the heathens will be able to as well. We can just close the borders off and go fishing and eating pigs, and we'll have to bring a few deer in with us, of course, because I don't know how long I could pig hunt for without doing a bit of deer stalking, but heaps of empty houses to live in.
Yeah, we got one up here, 124 metres. Tell me how we can't hear it. Go.
Pig on, 124 metres, just around the next corner, lads. It's not squealing, it could be the Nikau boar. He's probably just sitting there, the dogs are hanging off him and he's still eating a Nikau palm. Tough as.
Dog's got one up here bailing, Bruce has. Don't know how big it is, but we've been covered about 300 metres now. Got another couple hundred to go, 200 or 300, so try and keep in touch. Get up the bridge and back. Yeah.
Good dog.
Lucky it wasn't a big boar, it would have taken them off the waterfall probably.
Ah, let us on a merry chase, this one and the dog.
Yeah.
They must have caught another one and killed it, then cottoned onto this one.
Yeah.
No way this one ran 2 kilometres. Back home for tea and scones.
That's enough pigs for one day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get the hell out running.
That's enough fun for today. We thought the fun was over before, and then just out of the blue, more fun.
Is that from this one? Does this one have big tusks?
Back down the main river, and we just got to follow this down and we're out. Good dog. Pick up the boar we got earlier. Home for lunch, not even lunchtime.
Careful with the tusks.
Cheers, appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you get the handshake right, Malachi.
Oh mate, there we go. Nailed it, nailed it. Thanks, Gus.
Cheers, bro. Good to see you again.
Alright, I'm off to Tauranga. Oh wait, how do you say it?
Tauranga.
Oh, Tauranga. down the road. Right then, driving to Tauranga, getting good at my Māori pronunciation. If only I could speak Māori one day. Should probably start learning Māori if I want to speak it, eh? Anyway, all that aside, I was just keen to know who everyone watching this is. I meet some of you guys occasionally and I really don't know anything about anyone. What do you do? What do you enjoy doing? Say if you had a day off, if you had a Saturday off and you could do any number of three things, say you had three things to do, you had to choose to do three things, three of your most favourite things, what would they be? Let me know. Let me know what you like to do, what you do on a day off. That'd be great, because then I can kind of, you know, I might not remember it when I meet you, but I might do. You never know. There's quite a few names on here that I'm familiar with, people that comment quite often on my posts, and I occasionally meet them, and I don't know anything about you when I meet you. So if you could just write down what you're interested in, that'd be awesome. If you've got the time, if you're busy and you don't want to, then don't worry about it. But if you got a couple of seconds, yeah, I would genuinely like to know what you fellas get up to. That'd be awesome. Anyway, on to Tauranga. Going to stay at Jack's house tonight and crack of dawn fishing on Hard and Up with Kane Spears and Jackie Boy. I'm really excited. Actually, we're going to go catch a whole heap of bluefin. We're just going to fill the bloody boat up with bluefin, and then we're going to roll on back to Tauranga and we're going to give them all away. I'm going to give all my bluefin away anyway. Watch this space. Actually, I'll get you fellas the option of getting some bluefin first. Some of you fellas who live in Tauranga, actually I would have already been fishing by the time you guys see this. I'll make a post on Patreon. There we go. Maybe I'll post this little bit here instead of putting it in the main video. How does that sound? Anyway, early start tomorrow, 4 AM, steaming out of port at 4 AM, so it's going to be a very early start. I'm a bit rooted actually, 4:38. Whew, I've got so much office work to smash out. I wanted to do a couple of hours editing tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I'm still an hour from Tauranga, so just have to see how we go, I guess. Anyway, I might catch some of you fellas in Tauranga, and I might not. Hooroo!